G'day everyone and welcome back. I seem to have a few little technical problems. Oh, welcome everyone in the chat. G's got some popcorn to enjoy in the show. Now, if the audio sounds a little bit off for some reason, it's not picking up the microphone, so I'm just going to check a few things. G'day, Roger. In the meantime, I'm going to mute the audio and we'll have a display of some rain at the moment hovering over my place. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. That should sound a lot better. And a bit of rain going over our place at the moment, but that's enough of that. And welcome to a Friday night fireside chat with me, your host, the one with the mostest. So I was playing around up in the shed just before with Restream, and I was getting some really good results. However, the computer up the back's like 11 or 12 years old. Roger. Maybe a bit more than a passing shower. Excuse me. Just had a cup of tea. Anyway, the poor old iMac is way out of date. It's running 10.1.13 or whatever it is, so real old version. I mean, it still runs great. I put an SSD in there a while back, and it's just fantastic. It's fast, and the only problem is, as we all know, with older computers, they don't keep them up to date in terms of software, and even now. Google Chrome is telling me that I need to upgrade the operating system to get the features from Restream, because I tried doing a few things and it just wasn't working. So I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to look into that. And well, there you go. That was embarrassing. So anyway, a bit more useless information there, and I suppose there's no point asking what everyone's up to right now, because the two of you who are watching, thank you for the two of you for the support, are watching me and wondering what I'm going to talk about. And I'd have to say my mellow tones of Restream FM might just put you to sleep. However, we might change the subject and we'll go watch something else or look at something else, or anyone's in fact invited up to join in if they like. But going on. So I'll send. There we go. Send a message out. And so I just got to get myself a bit more organised with sharing content and things like that. So if we go here. If we go YouTube, go to YouTube. Nope. No, I don't want to go to StreamYard. Go back. Don't know why it keeps going there. So let's find a little short to share just for the time being. You reckon, Roger, you put insomniacs to sleep? Yeah, well, you know. Oh, here we go. How long ago was this? So let's just share a tab because good old SpaceX. Maybe Roger should change his name to Doctor Roger instead of Roger the Pirate. So let's just get a little bit of practice in about sharing. Share the audio, and we're going to go share. And this is a short about SpaceX. And yeah, here we go. We'll go full screen. We'll get me out of the way, and we'll press the play button.
Spaceships take off, but have you ever seen one landing? If you think this is anything short of amazing, remember that thing is as big as a 10-story building.
So there we have it. That's from quite a while ago. Good old SpaceX doing some marvelous stuff there. Roger the Menace. Roger the Medicine Man. Yeah, look at that. That'd be me, King G. That's it. Well, yeah, it does sort of look like that. It sort of looks like that, G. But I hope you had a good day, boys. I had a pretty good one at work. A bit of running around as usual. Got things done. So my other passion, I'm going to share my other passion. Let's go have a look at one of my videos. And as you know, my other passion is steamrollers. I'm rebuilding one, and I look after one at. I help look after one at the club I'm involved with. So we'll just show a short clip of one going along the road, and share the audio. We'll go share, and come in there. We'll go full screen. Now, if I go like that, that's better. If I go full screen, oh yeah, no, that's terrific. Righto. There we go. So that's my video from my YouTube channel, and we'll go Mark Shed Talk. That's a photo of a steam locomotive in the United Kingdom on a tourist railway, and some plonker is live. So I wonder what happens if I press on that, and some plonker. So I wonder what happens if I press on that. So this is now, and when some plot no before now. So I wonder what happens if I press on that. So this is now. Now, now. And when? Some what? No, before now. So I wonder what happens if I press on that. So this is now. Now, now. And yeah, my poor impersonation of I better stop sharing that. Poor old computer's probably going to have a heart attack. My poor impersonation of Spaceballs. Just we need three of us on screen to really pull it off. Gee, we could do it, you know. But anyway, I just keep using that word plonker. I don't know where I've got it from. You know, just some silly plonker up here on screen. Once he gets some words in his mouth, and he just goes crazy. So if it's interesting to see, there's plenty of topics out there for people to follow and look at and learn and live and all that sort of stuff. One channel I have been watching lately is the Y-Files. Now, it's this guy that talks about different events through in the about history and oh, excuse me, that cup of tea. Let's just find a little short Y-Files. Is a good channel to get onto. Yes, Roger. Yeah, absolutely right. Anything can happen in the world of the internet. There we go. And we're back down to one. So let's do some shorts about the Y-Files. Some interesting topics. And closing door sounds in the meantime. Crazy coincidence. This should be good. So if you haven't seen this guy's channel, go over and have a look. They do some really good stuff, and I'm sharing this to educate my audience as to this channel's content, which is really fun to watch. And hopefully, I've got the audio. Yep. All right. Let's just play. Just roll.
Things happened. In the year 2000, The Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump would become president. 16 years later, this prediction came true. The Simpsons predicted all kinds of things that came true, like Siegfried and Roy's tiger attack, the Game of Thrones finale, and Disney buying Fox, 20 years before it happened. The first soldier killed in World War I was John Parr. The last soldier killed was George Edwin Ellison. Though 40 million people died during the war, these two soldiers are buried in the same cemetery, 15 feet apart. The Devil Flight. Finnair Flight 666 departed from Copenhagen and landed in Helsinki, which is known by the short code HEL. The day of the flight was Friday the 13th, in October, of course. In 2001, a 10-year-old girl named Laura Buxton released a red balloon into the sky. On the balloon, she had written, "Please return to Laura Buxton." The balloon landed 140 miles away and was found by another girl. That girl's name was also Laura Buxton. These things...
Yeah, so there you go. And this is just one of the shorts. Really good content about all different subjects. Yeah, gee, it's maybe bite the bullet, mate, and upgrade. A man of your talents, working in a role of IT and things like that, should be up to date, should be up to speed with all the top quality stuff. Oh my God. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Roger. That guy, that channel is really good to watch. He just does some fantastic stuff. Certainly in awe of what he does. He puts a lot of research in. It's not just him. They do. There's his wife that helps him out, and a couple of others. I think it's his brother, and so on and so forth. And oh, there's a ghost. There was a ghost, and there goes a ghost.
He's only got a bum.
Oh, oh yeah. Um, so yeah. So, Roger? What do you do on Friday nights, mate? I usually sit on my derriere like I am here, but I'm watching YouTube. But now I started doing this. Oh, excuse me. Even I'm tired. Now I've started doing this. I'm keen to learn more and spread my wings a bit more, and so on and so forth. So I'll go back to my channel if I share, because I'm not monetized in any way. I've got 391 subscribers, and maybe if I start putting out a bit more decent content or something, people will, people will subscribe a bit more. Oh, here you go, part of a piece. So this is going back many, many moons ago. So this next video I'm going to show is of yeah, man. That's for a lot of people. That's the way it goes. I thought you might be watching your favourite footy team or something like that. So here we go. We're going to. This is a bit of history. This is when we're working on the steamroller a long time ago, about 5 years ago now, and the wife and I are we got some of it. We'd taken a lot of bits and pieces off, so we could turn the engine over after sitting for so long, and it was quite easy. So here we go.
Okay, after a lot of hard work, we have got the eccentric rods off, and it is actually free. We've turned it over, so here's a bit of a demo. Oh, and it's a... Wow, look at that. Okay, that'll do. For the first time in many, many, many years, it actually turns over quite freely. Thank you.
There you go. That so put that in perspective. The steamroller sat in a park for 50 years, and it didn't move. And like a lot of these things that were put into parks, they welded certain things up. However, the welding wasn't that good, so it was quite easy to break some of the welds and get things freed up. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god! No, don't do that. Don't worry, I'm talking to the computer. Yeah. Have I got a long form video? Really? So it's mainly trains and stuff like that. So that I like Yeah, G, what have you been up to? So while I step away and grab a drink of water, I'll run a video, something I videoed a few years back. Um, there you go, March 2012. Only seems like yesterday. So here's a video of some trains, just to bore everyone to sleep, while I just step away and grab some water.
Afternoon customers, train arriving on platform 2 is Rome Street Express. Running Express, Caboolture to Northgate, stopping only at Fifre, then stopping all stations from Northgate to Roma Street. 344 Roma Street Express service. Platform 2. Train on platform 3 is all stations, Brisbane City and Ipswich service. Good afternoon customers, train on platform 2 is the Roma Street Express, running Express Caboolture to Northgate, stopping only at Fifre, then stopping all stations from Northgate to Roma Street. Train on platform 3 is the next all stations, Brisbane City and Ipswich service, departing platform 3 at 3:52. Good afternoon customers.
And there we have it. Sorry. Here we are. We're back. There we have it. And that's what I do from time to time. However, I was really surprised. That was 11 years ago. It only seemed like not so long ago. So that was put on by the Australian Railway Historical Society, the Queensland Division. The train was supplied by Queensland Railway Heritage Division. And sorry, G, or Roger, you're talking to G there. Yeah, so that's the sort of things I do, and that's the railway station, local railway station near me. Yeah, I got to get, like I said, I've got to get myself organised and get a. G, was that the one about the? I watched the one about the two burgers, the plant-based one and the actual one, and funnily enough, the wife and I had we had Hungry Jacks tonight, Burger King, so that was really it was all right, as on average. Yeah, Roger. Look, it really does only seem like yesterday. There again, yeah, gee, I gave you a thumbs up, mate. Yeah, the as the Beatles said, yesterday seems like so far away. 5 years ago and more. Yeah. Yeah. I was almost going to try the plant-based one, but after watching your review and how you picked it apart and looked at it and smelt it, and I thought, yeah, no, we'll give it a miss. And did the dog eat it, or did you, or did the dog turn the nose up at it? That's one thing I'd like to know. Yeah. Yeah, well. Cool. You could always. Yeah. So here's a good one. There's a lot of these costumes around, and tomorrow the wife and I are off to not Comic Con, but Supernova. Same thing. So we're going to see a lot of people dressed up in cosplay and things like that. I'm looking forward to it. We haven't been to one for a while, but this kid is doing a bit of acting.
Everybody, your acting skills. Go. Cameron, show everybody.
That was pretty good, I must admit. Pretty funny there. All right. So, as both of you know, my thing is UFOs or steam traction engines or something like that. UFOs are good. I like UFOs. I find it an interesting topic. A lot of people, have a problem with it, and I feel like I'm just off to one side with the chair, but I can't move my chair because the dog is right beside me. She is. I might get her to move, and I'll readjust myself. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Come on. Just go. There we go. That's better. Oh, it's a bit more free. Gee, I don't know if your dog, when our dog lies on the ground, sometimes they get so close to you. It's not funny, and they get right up against one of the legs of the chairs, and it, the slightest movement, and the poor dog jumps like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. So, oh, yeah, no, I don't think I'd like to show that, but anyway. Now, what was I going to show? What was I going to show? I had something in mind. And I have no idea what I was going to show you. I've got to keep up. So many people in here. I've got to keep up with it. I can't keep up with the chat. Near my chair. Where is it? He's sometimes near my chair. Yeah, so I need to make sure he's out of the way. Yeah. If I can't keep control of the chat with just you two in there, what am I going to do if I get more people in there, like 4 people? Oh my God, that's going to go crazy. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. And I don't even know where I was going to... I totally lost my mind. Wow. So I am going to... I have no idea. Oh. I don't think I uploaded it, did I? Did I? There's so many people going live these days. Videos. Hang on. No, I haven't uploaded it to my personal channel. All right. I will. Will. All right. Oh my God. And we have a special guest. He's so special, he was on here last night. Well,
no, not that plonker again.
Welcome, G.
Why, hello and welcome and hello. I was going to say something else, but
thanks for coming on and help. I wasn't struggling. I was just, I was struggling, to tell you the truth. I'll admit it. But I was going to show you something. One of my videos. How do I search? Righto. Hang on. Come on. Wait, hang on. You're right. So, how's your... what's been happening? No. I'm spelling it.
It was like over 40 today, I think. People saying it got to 41, so
yep.
It was just... obviously got the aircon on, but it just kind of prevented me from doing as much as normal. wasn't sort of in the mood to do as much as I normally might do. So I've just done a little bit of the bare minimum, but I did do another review today because the one of the delivery apps has 40% off some local restaurants, and I had a bit of credit on the delivery app, so I paid like $4 for an almost $30 meal. So,
Gee, that's all right.
so I thought, even though it was a bit hot and stuff, I've done that. So, hopefully the video's still somewhat entertaining, even though I probably wasn't as energetic as normal or as sometimes. But yeah,
Yeah, well, when you get that, what's the humidity like for you guys down there? Is it as hot, as high as what we get up here in Brizzy?
I was saying it's 45 today. It didn't seem that humid today, but um, I mean, what I find as well is the weather sort of the predicted like forecast changes a lot in the last year or two. It's sort of, you look at the predicted forecast, and it sort of can change that day, but it is going to drop in temperature from today. But yeah, we do sometimes get high humidity. I'd say probably around this time last year, it was a lot worse. We just the summer wasn't as hot as in temperature wise, but it did have a bit of humidity, and we had the odd rain and stuff like that. So it was a little
Hmm.
bit of a weird one. But supposedly this year it's going to just be more straight up
Yeah,
heat.
right.
But I guess we'll wait and find out. But yeah, it's starting to get up there a bit. I mean, we'll get like a couple of hot days and then it will drop back down. So it's not quite summer yet, I guess.
Yeah, and we've got Becky's fishing adventures
Hey,
in
what's
the
going on,
house.
Becky?
It's good to see another familiar face. And yeah, I'm going to play a video. It goes for about a minute. This is one of the subdivisions we did many years ago, and it's of we had to drill and blast, so we got a company in to do that, and I'm not sure whether it's this one. There might be a little bit of swearing in it, but I'll share that for the folks in the audience, all two of you. Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind that I've only got two viewers. I'm just doing. Oh God, she's farted.
Funny enough, what you were saying about the dog, he's crept over a little bit closer now. He's not quite under my feet, but he's beside me now. At least I can kind of go backwards, but I'll still have to be mindful that he's there and not just, I'm kind of on carpet anyway, so it's on carpet. These sort of gaming chairs or whatever don't
Mm,
just fly back like they would on, lino or
yeah, yeah.
floorboards or whatever. There's a bit of
So
resistance there.
I'll share this video. I'll go full screen. I'll get us out of the way, and um, how do I go? If I go there we go. We're going full screen now. So, and here we go. Blast in action. You'll probably hear talk over the two-way as well. So there you have it. Um, all about all of 10 seconds of a blast. Now, it's nowhere as big as the ones you see in the mines or something like that. But as you can see, we had houses around, and these are all houses that we'd done the earthworks previously, and we did this a couple of times in a row, and certainly pretty spectacular to watch. And we all had to be in a safe zone. We had to be away, and because when they do these blasts, it's all calculated, and they use what do they use? They use that stuff. God,
TNT, is that or?
no, it's not TNT. Well, back in the old days, it was TNT.
Yeah,
Ammonium. They call it AMPHO, ammonium nitrate. It's the same stuff that if you ever watch MythBusters, that's what they use to do a lot of their explosions with, and it's all calculated out, number of holes,
yeah,
how deep the holes are, and all that sort of stuff. So quite a sort of science to it. I thought I had another video of that. Maybe I just had the one. I'm sure I did others. Yeah, so that's the exciting things I get up to at work sometimes. No, that doesn't happen all the time. That was only happening when we're doing this um, this particular stage of of the subdivision, or the company we were contracted to do the earthworks for. So it was easier to drill and blast than what it was, because it was shaly rock. We did try there's these machines called surface mining machines, and they're good at what they do, but they're rather slow. And the good thing about these surface mining machines is they produce the rocks about this size, about the size of your fist or smaller. So when you're putting that into, for instance, we're cutting that hill down and transporting it, and it's going into a fill area. So this happens. This is a common thing that happens in earthworks. You want to build up an area, say over here, so you cut the top off that particular hill and you move it. You just move it around, and it would have been better on the machines. In some cases there were some really big rocks we were digging into and ripping up and transporting and so on. So, but they decided drill and blast was the best way to go, or the cheapest or quickest, than having these surface
yeah.
mining machines there, which
Instead of paying like people to do it, just use a bit of explosives.
yeah,
Less,
well,
expensive, I'd imagine.
and well, whatever you do in this sort of industry is expensive, but
Yeah.
obviously the cost is justified, because these companies, they can see that over a period of however many years, and we still go back, and we're probably going to go back soon and do another stage at that particular area. As the population grows, they release another stage and they put another 40 or 50 houses in there or whatever, and they've already projected it out how much money they're going to make on when they sell these house blocks. And it's sort of, sometimes when you're in a job like this and you look at where some people build, you think, really, you're building there? But I suppose you got to look at how much they're paying, what their lifestyle is, and some of these people are not always living in their houses. Some of these houses are going to be investment properties for, to rent
Yeah.
out and things like that. So you got to, but at the end of the day, the work we're doing is all approved by the local council, and the developer engages a contractor like ourselves to come and do the earthworks, and then then it all goes from there. Oh, and also I had something on my mind, but I had no idea where I've gone with this. Yeah, I haven't got much to say tonight. I'm glad you came on. You gave me someone else to talk to. I was struggling a bit, but anyway, hey, we all struggle. At least I didn't. At least I didn't sit there and go, "Come on, get up on the panel and tell us what you've done, everyone, today." And I'm sure he's watching. Have you ever watched videos of abandoned places?
Yeah, I have. Mainly, I watch them if they're meant to be haunted, but I mean, some of them are kind of a little bit ridiculous and cringy to watch. But
Yeah. Oh no, I've watched a few videos. Like shopping centres, and where was it? Some place in Russia. These
yeah,
people
right.
went, and there's like a full-on space shuttle sitting there, just upright, in this, and it's almost like all they'd have to do was walk it out and launch it into space. It's and then I think another one went into a power station. There's all sorts of places out there that people have gone and investigated. It's just crazy. And there's a guy on here which I've been watching for a while called the Hoof GP. He's in where is he? Ireland or something like that? No. Cool. Good on you, man. Where are you going to be starting? Finished all his paperwork. I'd say you're going to a mine site somewhere, by the sounds of it. The Hoof GP, he goes around and takes care of cows' hoofs, and it's pretty amazing the work he does and the difference he makes to them. It's
I
absolutely.
reckon I've seen that on. Is that on Facebook? Because
He's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. He's all over the
yeah,
place.
because I've started watching some of that on Facebook, and yeah, it's pretty
He's
interesting. And yeah, he does a great job.
He's not the only one. There's plenty others that do it. You know, some people find it, um, um, a bit hard.
Disgusting because if it's like some of them are infected and all that stuff. But
Yeah, yeah. But it's amazing, the difference they make. And he's not only showing you what's wrong, but he's teaching you how to do it. And
yeah,
he does online courses and things like that. Um, it's just it's really fascinating to watch. Actually, I haven't seen much of it lately, but there was a guy in uh, um, I think it was China or somewhere like that, and all he used was basically um, like a mattock sort of thing, and he would trim up donkeys' hooves or horses' hooves just using this, great big thing, and it's amazing what he did with the tool he got. So there's some really talented people out there who do just some amazing work, and then they find it's there's animals out there that get themselves into crazy situations, and just recently the Hoof GP, along with others, rescued a sheep that was
yeah,
severely. It got itself in a position, and nobody was prepared to go and get it. So they've been working on this for quite a while to work out how to go and get it. And canola farm, good on you, Becky. Um, and it's amazing how overgrown this was. But interesting, it's you think where's it getting its food from? It must be getting food from somewhere to still be alive, and all that sort of
mm,
stuff. So I'm drooling. So do you like my little send up of Spaceballs?
yeah, it was it
I
was
didn't quite.
ridiculous. It was funny. Every
Yeah.
time you open up another one, and it had like more another voice like adding to it.
Time vortex.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I actually that's the um oh excuse me. Oh, I think I need to go to bed. Um that was the oh, who's that guy? Some guy. Um that was the Y-Files episode of today. It was called The Madman and the Time Machine, and originally he was on Art Bell with Coast to Coast AM, and
yeah,
um, the Y-Files covered it really well. And this guy, he built a time machine, and things were going through it, and eventually he put himself through it, and he came to when he came to, he was something like 180 miles away from where he was, but he had no idea um, who he was. There was some memory loss and things like that. So, yeah, that was an interesting story. That was about a 40-minute episode today. So, a bit involved, but really well. He just presents his stuff so well. It's just absolutely fascinating. Oh, yeah. Um, so I just, there's just a lot of things in life I find interesting and fascinating, and the older I get, the wiser I get, or I'm just opening up to more things, and
yeah.
when you look back at certain stuff, you go, yeah, the outspoken people or the pseudo scientists were right about something. And this clip is I'll share a 5-minute clip of this UFO researcher here, and he's a physicist by training, and he's talking about the UFO subject, and he makes an excellent points and goes for about 5 minutes. You're a left-hander like me, eh?
Live files or
No. This is just an interview that this guy, Stanton Friedman, he's done some great lectures. They're on YouTube here. I'll just share my screen. So I'll just and I'll bring that up into there while that's playing. I'll go full screen so we're out of the way. And so that's working well. And we won't go to Whistler. Hang on. Let's go back.
What I usually do the first, I talk about 5 large-scale scientific studies, and I check after each one, and fewer than 1% of the people in my audiences have read any of them, so I know they don't know much about them. The one that really got me going, the biggest study ever done for the Air Force, you never find it referenced by the debunkers. Project Blue Book Special Report number 14. It covered 3,201 sightings. The work was done by Battelle Memorial Institute, although their name isn't on it, incidentally. There's 240 charts, tables, graphs, and maps, just chock full of data. But the salient points is, first of all, 21.5% of the cases couldn't be identified after investigation by professionals spending full time trying to investigate. Second, the better the quality of the sighting, the more likely to be unidentified, which is what you'd expect if they were real. Third, they were completely separate from the 9.3% that were listed as insufficient information. You often get people saying, well, the only reason they couldn't identify, there wasn't enough data. If there wasn't enough data, that went over in this box. They also asked an obvious question. After you look through enough of these cases, a question that is pretty obvious. Is there really any difference between the unknowns, these exciting ones, and the knowns? They looked at 6 different characteristics: apparent size, color, shape, speed, that sort of thing. Did a statistical cross comparison, chi-square analysis for the mathematicians out there. The probability that the unknowns were just misknowns was less than 1%. That's pretty good statistics. So they're not like any of the others. Now, I'm not saying we can answer the obvious questions. Well, what are they doing here? Where'd they come from? How do they operate? Those are different questions from are they real or not. But when you find eyewitness testimony from all over the planet of things with definite size, surface shape, texture, manufactured objects, in other words, not a light in the sky. I don't care about lights in the sky. And you say that their behavior rules out conventional sources, the ability to hover, move straight up, straight down, back and forth, make right-angle turns at very high speed, without visible external engines, without any noise, without any exhaust. They're manufactured and they're not from here. That means they're from someplace else. That doesn't answer the questions you want examined. Just like when you find a murder victim, you know somebody was shot, but that doesn't tell you who did it or why they did it or anything else. But you do have a basic fact. Somebody's dead because somebody else shot them. So it's the same with UFOs. We got multiple witness radar visual cases, for example. When you get an RB-47 reconnaissance bomber, 6 highly trained crewmen out over the Gulf of Mexico, then over Louisiana, then into Oklahoma, Texas, lasted for over an hour. This darn thing circled around the RB-47 at 450 miles an hour, which is a pretty neat trick. You know, it was back in the 50s, mind you. It was observed on their radar. They radio the ground, what's going on up here, to make sure it wasn't something we had sent up. We don't know, but we're watching you. And Dr. James E. McDonald, professor of physics at the University of Arizona, the world's outstanding ufologist when he was alive, he talked to all 6 of those witnesses. This lasted over an hour. Now, what do you do with something like that? You say these guys are nuts? Come on. You can't. We're depending on them. Are they highly talented? Yes, highly trained because of all the instrumentation on board. That's something that wasn't ours. If we had anything that could look like that and fly like that, we've used it in a few wars that we've had since that time. So it's kind of a process of elimination. I'm not saying we don't know what it is, so it must be alien. That's not what I'm saying. But the characteristics, the appearance, and the extraordinary flying behavior. We'd give anything to have a vehicle that could duplicate that. So it's a very solid case. And physical trace cases, you never hear the debunkers talk about them. Ted Phillips in Missouri has collected more than 5,200 cases from 95 countries where people see the saucer on or near the ground. After it leaves, one finds physical changes, the equivalent of burn circles, burn rings, landing gear marks, footprints, small footprints. And in 1/6 of those cases, small beings are seen associated with the craft. Now, it's dull after the first few hundred cases. The same thing is happening all over the planet. What do you do with cases like that? You want to throw them out? We don't have many vehicles that can land in the middle of nowhere, take off from there, without any help from anybody else and with no noise. So it's a very impressive amount of information. They've collected a lot of good cases here, and there will be more.
Are you?
Damn ads. I'll just skip through the ad. Mick's tried to come on, but he's having problems. He's got to allow access on his phone or whatever device he's using.
Okay.
I'll just.
I did draw a little picture while I was being quiet. Might be a little bit risque for a live stream, but the naked alien.
That's fantastic, G.
Yeah, I did do one version in pen, but I couldn't get the proportions right, so it didn't look that good. So I needed pencil just so I could sketch.
Yeah. How long have you been sketching for?
Well, since a kid, but yeah, in my sort of, I guess, early to mid-20s, started going through quite a bad depression, and for some reason, it just I lost a lot of my creativity. Well, I just didn't have the same sort of passion. I don't know. I guess my brain was maybe with because to be sort of creative, it's a part of your brain, obviously, that is meant to be the part that where a lot of creativity comes from. Maybe when I went through a depression, it was sort of possibly not working the same, or just maybe it was my brain was chemicals, or just my brain was acting a bit differently. I've only really done a few sketches when we've done sort of some of these live streams, and I've just mucked around. So one of the first ones was I did the royal prawn, and then I did that alien with the beer. I did the fucking hungry chomp character. But yeah, I've sort of always liked it since a kid, and just I had gone to TAFE for visual art. I've done a little bit of when I was about 14. I went to some art classes with a friend, and we sort of learned how to use color pencils and pastels to create oil pastels and stuff like that. Can be quite fluffy and kind of look like paint if you do it well and properly. I've always enjoyed it, but just life gets in the way, and then sometimes just my mental health. And when it comes to miniature painting, someone was asking me the other day, oh, you wouldn't have done that as a kid, and it's like, yeah, I did, but it can be quite expensive. So a lot of time I was using pocket money or getting it for Christmas presents, and obviously when you're a kid, I guess you can as an adult, but I was doing a lot more, like a lot more going out and just doing what little kids like to do. But
Mm.
I
Well,
got out of that when I was about 16, but got back into it a few years ago.
mm. While
Right.
you were talking there, I was being a bit creative and done a little drawing, which I'll show you.
Oh man, that puts. Oh, you should hang that in the museum. Yeah, is that the naked alien as well? Your
Yeah,
version?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
That's
I wasn't gonna show the pen one because I just didn't like. I don't know. I guess I just tried more when I did sketch and pencil. I
mm,
tried to do what you're meant to do when you do art, where you try and sketch out the basic shape or the basic image, and then you go back and you start filling in details. But as well, I'm just using. It is a pretty decent pencil.
mm.
It's a Stettler Mars Technico. When I did get back into drawing, I was because I guess I was spending quite a lot of money on because I've got some pretty good pens as well. That pens that you can blend and stuff like sort of felt tip pens. But yeah, this pencil, it's basically like one of those mechanical pencils, but the actual lead inside is the same sort of lead that you would get in. I've probably got one around here somewhere, like a lead that you get in like a proper pencil.
Hmm.
So it's got, I can't remember the exact size, but like 2.5 mil, just say, and yeah, you actually can sharpen them and you can refill
Uh,
them and stuff. But yeah, they're about a fairly $30 pencil.
yeah, that one you got there, I can remember quite a few people when they used to do drafting before CAD would have ones like that,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
I just even technical drawing was always a bit difficult for me. I'm a bit of a slow learner, so it is what it is. I The iPad I've got now is capable of first generation Apple Pencil, and I've been
Yeah.
tossing up whether to go and get one of those or buy one second hand and give drawing a go on the iPad. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
See, I did buy as well because a lot of times when I'm doing drawings, a good way to get better, but just to say if I took this design, I could put it on I've got one of those like light tables, but a portable one. Funny enough, I
mm,
haven't used it, but you put it down on your desk. It's sort of USB powered, so I can put that on. I can put my image on top of it, then I can put another piece of paper on top of it. It's kind of how cartoonists do it when they do sort of sketching like that, and it even shows like Simpsons or whatever. It's a little bit more perfected now, but they put another piece on paper, so the second time you draw it, you're perfecting your line work.
hmm
You've kind of sketched out what you want and where you want stuff, and then a second attempt, and you can keep on doing that. And also, you're gonna, perfect the image after a while. But yeah, I haven't actually opened these. These are the the refills for this, and you can get them in HB2B. So 2B is more what you want when it's drawn because it's a little bit more softer than a HP, which
Oh
HP
yeah.
is more what you write with, and then
Mm.
you got all the different 2Bs, 4Bs, and they get. I believe it's kind of like a little bit more charcoal or something to sort of soften it, but also darken the lead.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, like I buy a lot of this stuff to kind of have, and don't always get around to using it. But maybe doing these little drawings will eventually sort of encourage me to do it
Well,
a little bit more.
well, no need to worry because we all buy things that, oh yeah, you're enthused at the time. Oh yeah, this is going to be, and you hardly use it.
Yeah,
You put it to one side. So
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So, but yeah, um, oh boy, I think I think I might actually wrap it up
Yeah,
tonight.
no worries, man.
I appreciate you coming on, G. I just getting really tired at the moment, and we got a big day tomorrow. Um,
Yeah, you don't want to be knackered to have a day full of fun activities.
mm.
Obviously, you want to probably chill a bit before you go to bed. Maybe have a cup of tea or something.
No,
You
I've had
reckon?
one before. No,
You
usually,
reckon you're ready just to slide in bed
oh
and
yeah, yeah.
go to
Usually
your
when
land of nod?
that's it. Usually when my head hits the pillow, within a few minutes, I am off to sleep. I usually don't have problems getting to sleep. Oh, the odd time,
Yeah, no,
and
that's fine.
most of the time, yeah, it's just like my seriously, my head hits the pillow and I'm gone. I don't know where I go
Mm.
because I can't remember any of my dreams or something like that. And yeah, I'm off into La La Land or REM sleep or whatever. Wherever I'm going, wherever I've been or what. It's just
Entering the matrix.
enter in the matrix or in the other realm. It's just amazing. So yeah, I don't have a real big problem with with going to bed. Even sometimes in the afternoon, I'll lay down and have a sleep, and I'll grab the iPad or even the phone. And I'll start a video, and seriously, within minutes, I'm out to it. Just just gone. So
Uh, it's probably when you watch that Funkin' Hungry guy, you probably fall asleep. Yeah.
no, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I yeah, I'm going to have to watch a few more of your food reviews because you do things that I never think of. Because when I like tonight, I'm when I was eating it tonight, I wasn't thinking of your review,
Mm,
but it obviously influenced my choice tonight. That's for sure. And it was quite a nice burger. And mind you, in saying that, there's a Hungry Jack's near my mum and dad's place that we went to one night, and we ordered. My wife loves a bacon deluxe,
yeah,
and I'll have like a Whopper or something else, And they, what I don't know how they did it, whether it was just the time of night. They made the best burger I have tasted in a long time. The chips were perfect, burger was great, and it was like you couldn't get any better. And when you come up, eh, the ones we got tonight from the store near us,
mm,
um, it's just no good.
yeah,
Look, it's edible,
yeah. Like it does
but
the job, but it doesn't satisfy your craving or just your taste buds.
but this other store that we went to, it was just I don't know how they did it, but it was the way it should be. Everything was just right, nice and hot. Chips were right, all it just ticked all the boxes. And
That's the problem with the old Macca's, Jackers, Clackers. It's like you have it one time, and then when you're in the mood for it again, you go, "Oh, I'm going to have the same order because it was lovely last time." You get it, and it's just complete opposite. And
yeah,
that's where the inconsistencies come from. And
yeah,
funny
it
enough, when
is.
I did have those Whoppers, like they were made quite well, but when I did the bloody grilled chicken a week or more ago, that was just terrible, and it just
Mm,
yeah. It definitely depends who's working. I'd say, some people take a bit of pride in what they do. You can kind of taste it, and then yeah, sometimes they just serve you slop.
yeah, well, it's also like the store we went to tonight, our local store. We've actually got two of them in this area. So, but we were closer to that one than the other one. I think it's
Yeah,
also has to do with the volume. I mean, the volume of vehicles that go through this
yeah,
place is
It does, but which does mean they sort of rush. But also, you would expect food to be coming out a bit hotter because they cooking more
Mm,
regularly. Sometimes, yeah, it does. I mean, it is. I have worked at McDonald's, and I do know how stressful it can be. And you got managers and the chicks at the checkout are hurry up with this burger, and it's just stressing you out. But at the end of the day, they just need to hire like one, maybe two more people, but they don't want to spend the money. Like, why
mm,
do that when they can just work someone else's ass off and
yeah,
stress out one or two people,
yeah.
which is a bit of a
And
shame. But
and those places have a high turnover. You know, it's
yeah,
just,
yeah,
and it's a good start for a lot of kids. It's a good start. But,
yeah, definitely.
but the other thing is, I don't know if you got a coffee club down your way.
Yeah, I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, no, neither am I. But they do some really nice meals. A little
Yeah,
bit little bit expensive, but they're really well done. Well, the one around the corner from us, and a few times there we've gone and got their breakfast burger, and admittedly
yeah,
it's a little bit more expensive, but it's just so much better. You know, well, in comparison to say Macca's and Clackers and whatever else, the by the time you get the brekkie burger and say a pot of tea, that comes to whatever it is. They might have a breakfast special or something like that, and they change their menu from time to time. But the bun, it's really nice. It's really well done. If you get a bacon and egg whatever with a hash brown on it, it comes out nicely presented and all that sort of stuff. It's just way better.
a lot of those small cafes. I mean, they're not worth it, like you said. Sometimes Hungry Jack's is just being drilled for the amount of customers they're having to serve at once. But yeah, a lot of those cafes they do a lovely job with the food. Definitely have had a few that I've really enjoyed.
Mm. Yeah, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, like I said, I think we'll wrap it up at there tonight. I appreciate
Oh,
you
that's
coming on,
fine.
G, and helping me out. Your support is fantastic, and
No worries at all. I'm looking
I
forward to hearing how you guys go tomorrow with the convention. It's going to be good to.
yeah, I probably won't be on tomorrow night because we'll have the
No,
grandkids here
that's
with us,
fine.
and
Yeah,
I think we're just going to be too worn out to tell you the truth. And
yeah, no, that's fine. We'll hear about it next week or another time. We're both on stream and
yeah,
have a bit of a
you
chat,
you
catch up.
you going live Sunday or something, or tomorrow night,
Not
or
not Sunday. Well, Saturday and Monday are kind of almost scheduled, or that's and then any other days a little bit of a bonus or
hmm
yeah. So maybe if you stream on Sunday, if not Monday, if you're free, or we'll just catch up sometime, have a bit of a chat, and
yeah, yeah.
see how you
I'll
went.
I'll get some photos and shoot them off to you too. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it, and we'll we'll see how the day goes. So, thank you, everyone. Roger the pirate, um, G, Funkin' Hungry, Becky, and who else was in here? Becky's Fishing Adventures. I didn't think anyone else came in tonight. No, that's it. Yeah, appreciate everyone's support. I'll get my act together and do a few more things and maybe talk a bit more different subjects and go from there. So we'll slide on over to the little outro I like to use, or one of them anyway. But it's just a countdown time, to tell you the truth. But it's better than nothing. Good night, everyone. Good night, Australia.
Goodbye.